Episode 1. Emma's POV. Happy birthday, bitch. Welcome to the club. I could hear Tiffany's voice all the way from the living room. Within moments, the front door flew open and my two best friends came barging in. Happy birthday, Emma. Carrie cheered loudly. She was holding a small red velvet cupcake with a single candle on top. Make a wish, Tiffany ordered, and I complied. I closed my eyes and made my little wish. Tonight will be my special night, I said in my head. When I opened my eyes and blew the candle, my two best friends clapped and roared happily. Aren't you guys being a little loud? It's only 10 a.m. in the morning, I said as I covered one ear my hand. Thankfully, my parents are both at work already, otherwise they'd say something too. And aren't you being a little too underdressed? It's 10 a.m. We gotta go, there's much to do before tonight. Tiffany replied. She had a point. She was referring to the fact that we'd be driving down to Oxford to visit my boyfriend Zach at Emory today, and I was still sitting on my couch in my PJs. For my birthday today, I told my parents that I didn't want to party. I'd much rather get a car instead. So, yesterday my dad brought home this gorgeous blue 2010 Ford Mustang convertible as my birthday present. So, last night, my best friend suggested an impromptu road trip for today so could see Zach. Zach just started his freshman year at Emory University. We'd been dating for almost a year now, and I loved him to bits. We first got together when I was a sophomore, and he was a senior at school. He had blonde hair and gorgeous blue eyes. He looked a lot like Patrick Schwarzenegger. I'd been crushing hard on him ever since freshman year. I never thought he'd notice someone like me, but he did. We met at a house party. Tiffany was dating this jock, Rob. At the time, he invited us to his house for a small get-together. It turned out to be a full-on rager, complete with beer kegs and hard liquors. Zach and I started talking that night, and the rest was history. He was my first love, my first boyfriend, and my first kiss. We hadn't gone all the way yet. He'd asked me about it a few times already, but I never felt like I was ready. But ever since he moved away for college at the beginning of summer, I hadn't seen him in weeks, and I missed him so much. I missed his smile, his touch, and his kisses. If I didn't think I was ready before, I was totally ready now. I guess it's true what they say. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Zach's freshman orientation was the same day as my birthday, which was why he couldn't drive home to see me. But that won't be a problem since I got my new car and my two best friends to support me. Yeah, come on and get ready, chop chop, Emma said, clapping her hands to get my attention. Okay, I'll go get changed. I jumped to my feet and headed for my room. I had already prepared the perfect outfit for tonight. I got this little black dress with thin shoulder straps, and it hugged my figure completely. The dress was a little bit too short, but it outlined my slender curves in the best way possible. There was just enough cleavage, not too revealing, but it made my boobs look intriguing. Oh yes, I feel sexy as hell. Tiff and Carrie's jaws dropped when they saw me in the dress. Girl, you're so gonna get laid tonight, Tiff commented as she reached for my hairbrush. Zach's gonna lose his mind. Carrie agreed. Tiff helped me with my hair as I started on my makeup, and Carrie played some upbeat music to get us all hyped for the trip. I hope this isn't too much, I said to my friends. Are you kidding me? You look drop-dead gorgeous. Tiff replied. Yeah, don't overthinking it, Carrie said as she rummaged through my closet for some shoes. I'm so nervous for tonight, I admitted. The first time's always nerve-wracking, but you two love each other, so it's gonna be great, Tiff said reassuringly. My two best friends have had sex already. Tiff's first time was last year with Rob. They did it at the back of his Jeep. She said she didn't like it at first, but things got better with time. Carrie's first time was when she was 14. It was with a boy she met at summer camp. He lasted for a good 30 seconds, she said. Needless to say, it wasn't great either. But now Carrie's dating Mark, our school body president, and they seem to hit it off great. My best friend's stories about their awful first times got me scared about mine, which was why I never got past third base. But that was all gonna change tonight. Tonight, we're going all the way. Carrie found the perfect heels for me, and I was ready to go. My long hair was perfectly curled, my makeup was impeccable, and I loved how this dress made me feel. We grabbed some snacks, and I packed some necessities in a duffel by 12 p.m. We loaded everything into my car, and we started the drive. It was a 3-hour drive to Emory, and we wanted to stop by at my favorite Italian place, Lombardi's, for lunch. By that calculation, we should reach Emory just before 7 p.m. Atlanta's an amazing city, and Emory's an awesome school. I planned that maybe I would apply there too, so Zach and I could be closer than ever till we reached the college area at 6:30. We'd been driving for hours, but needed a rest from all that sitting down. I checked with Zach, and he said he was having dinner with his freshman class. I didn't tell him I was driving down here. Of course, it's gonna be a surprise. I could only imagine the look on his face when he sees me tonight, all dressed up like this. I was gonna wait until Zach's finished with dinner, and I would go surprise him in his dorm room, though we had some time to kill before that. So Tiff suggested we should check out this bar called Puzzles. Puzzles was a lively bar, filled with college kids playing ping pong, darts, pool, and they even had a karaoke machine. Tiff, who is currently single AF, started talking to this college guy named Steve. Carrie had borrowed her big sister's ID, and she managed to get us all a round of beers. The atmosphere around me was an all-time high, and I couldn't help but get carried away. Carrie and I started dancing, and by the second round of beers, we were singing karaoke with a group of sorority girls. 2 glasses of beer was a lot for me. I suddenly felt the strong urge to pee. Tiff was still talking to that guy, and Carrie was busy talking to the sorority girls about campus life, so I headed for the bathroom alone. I was trying my best to walk normally, but the alcohol was getting to my motor skills. And suddenly, this tall guy turned around and blocked my way. I tried to go around him, but it made me stumble, and I hit his chest with my head instead.
"Oh,
sorry," I said as I pulled away. "No, it's my bad," he replied. I looked up at him and noticed how tall he was. I was around 5 feet 4 inches. He was probably a foot taller than me. "Wow, you're tall," I found myself saying. "Yeah, I get that a lot," he smiled, and my goodness, his smile was gorgeous. He had luscious dark hair and dark brown eyes. His skin was tan, and his right arm was covered in a sleeve of tattoos. He was also wearing a plain black t-shirt that outlined his sculpted body. "You look like Shawn Mendes, except older and hotter." I had no idea why I said all of those things out loud. This was not how I normally talk to strangers. I blamed the alcohol. "You're funny," he smirked. God, that's a sexy smirk. He was talking to some blonde girl with lips like Kylie Jenner. But he was leaving her hanging as he kept talking to me. The girl was starting to give me the stink eye. I realized it would be unwise if I continued to stand there and talk to him. Only God knew what else this unfiltered mouth would say. So I took a step away from him, but he was quick to stop me. Meanwhile, the girl behind him didn't look so pleased. "Where are you going?" he asked.
"To pee,"
I stated simply. He laughed again, and he unblocked my way. I went past him and made it to the girls' room in no time, and I felt much better after I relieved myself. I checked my phone to see if Zach was home yet. He told me he was still out and that he would be home in an hour. 1 more hour to losing my virginity. I fixed my hair and straightened my dress. I figured I should stop drinking and start sobering up. Full story is available on shelfofnovels.com. Click the link in the comment section to get it free.